Yo, welcome back, trainers and collectors. It's your favorite Pokeplumber. I just want to go with underrated card of the week is going to be the Salamence EX from Journey Together. Guys, Salamence is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I absolutely love this Pokemon. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Personally, for me, this is my favorite card in Journey Together. I mean, I just wanted you guys to appreciate it with me. That's pretty much it. But welcome back, trainers and collectors. It's your favorite Pokeplumber, flushing out the latest news and the hobby updates. Whether it's breaking leaks, rare finds, or market trends, I got the tools to keep your collection growing and your profits flowing. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Doing pretty well myself. We got a fun one today. We got a spicy one today. Should you sell? But first things first, we have to do our giveaway. Congratulations to the one, to the only, Cretan Hotel. Congratulations, Cretan Hotel. All you have to do is shoot me a message on Instagram or email me and claim your prize. Now, being how it is Phantasmal Flames release day, we do this with every new release. We are partnering up with the one, the only, Logan's Pokeship. He is supplying the acrylic. I am going to supply the box. We are giving away a Case Fresh, Minty Mint, Phantasmal Flames booster box. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and enter your chance to win a Phantasmal Flames booster box. If it's free, it's for me. We'll run that one for about a week. And yeah, enter your chance to win a free box. I mean, in this market, prices are coming out the gate a little bit crazy. So if I can help a family open it up and enjoy it or keep it sealed forever, like, do your thing. When it's your box, it's your box. You can do whatever you want. But should you sell? Should you sell? I took a lot of notes on this one today because it's just like, I'm seeing so many people saying, oh, the crash is canceled. The market's not correcting. Things are still going crazy. Yes, I mean, I'm starting to see more and more product on the shelves. Yes, I'm getting more messages than ever saying, hey, will you buy this? Will you buy this? Hey, what percentage do you want to buy? Guys, I can't even tell you how many messages I'm getting. And, you know, I try to understand where you guys are coming from. You don't have, you know, the people messaging you or you're not going to many shows. But if I can teach you anything, if you want to get into the selling space, the buying space, the first thing you need to do, and I wish it took me years to learn this, so I'm here telling you what to do. Create an Instagram, like a Pokemon Instagram. Make like a Pokemon name, you know, like I have my main Instagram and then I have my Pokemon Instagram. So make an Instagram, start posting some of your sealed stuff, start posting some of your slabs, and slow and steady, build that reputation, you know, start buying, selling, trading on there. And build that reputation, and that's the best way to go in this hobby, is Instagram. That's where you get your foot in the door. That's when you make all these new connections, conversations, etc. Instagram's the way to go. It's very simple. All you have to do, make an Instagram. Make like Pokejack or something like that. Or it doesn't even have to be Pokejack. Anything, right? Or Snorlax Sleeps 112, like something like that. And every day, right? Whether it's a raw card, whether it's a slab, whether it's a sealed product, just take a picture of a Pokemon item every day, right? Take one, next day. Take another picture, next day. Take another picture, and you just post every day. And if you don't have the time, then do it every other day or once a week. Just something to get your name out there. And then that's how I do a lot of my buying, selling, and trading is through Instagram. Now it's become, you know, there's Facebook groups out there, and truth be told, the best way to get a discount is buying bigger bulk, right? Buying more items, etc. That's just a little hint in the game. But right now, so many people are saying, oh, the market's not correcting, it's not crashing. I mean, guys, listen, I talk to a lot of people in this hobby. I talk to a lot of the biggest names in this hobby. I talk to a lot of, you know, smaller names in this hobby that do a lot of business, right? Doing millions of dollars, you don't even know who they are, right? The market has absolutely, you know, slowed down. The market has gotten very soft. What I'm noticing is there's not many people with the liquidity. And we said this was going to happen. And I'm not saying people are over leveraged. It's just they kept buying and buying and buying. And they were buying the dip, buying things going down, buying things continuously dropping. Right now, in this situation, we have, you know, Sword and Shield dropping 20-30%. Some Scarlet and Violet dropping 20, 30%. And then you have, you know, the Sun and Moon XY dropping 30, 40, some instances 50%, right? It's cut right in half. So that's the stuff that's dropping right now. For some reason, I see vintage still going up. Like the vintage stuff is just, the truth be told is the reason that vintage jumped as high as it did in the first place is because it was the whatnot pack rippers, right? They were ripping product and getting these crazy prices for these packs. But now with a lot of the vintage, they don't want to pay these prices that they were getting for the pack. So now, yes, your vintage prices are through the roof, but the people that could afford those boxes, like the whatnot people that were breaking it, they don't want to pay the prices they were charging. And that's just the truth, right? So we're seeing like Wizards of the Coast era do unbelievable numbers. It looks like the first edition Zard is cool again, because for a while, like people were like, oh, first edition 9s, and they were tanking. And I said, first edition 9s were a play. But now look at the price of them. So that's kind of where we're at right now. People are seeing a bunch of product coming into the market. People are finally seeing stuff on the shelves, you know, Phantasmal Flames. People are realizing, hey, this is a smaller set. Like, you have to understand that on the social media, Instagram world, on the YouTube world, we are a very finite amount of people doing this. Like, the bigger picture, right? Let's say like 70% of the people don't do YouTube, don't do Instagram. They just do it, and they're a little bit further behind. So what I'm noticing is, like, you had the people in it, they saw things dipping, so they sold when it was still high, okay? Now, things have dropped another 10%, another 20%, but now the people that don't really watch the YouTube world, the Instagram world, now they're like, oh, I see things are changing, dropping, and they're getting nervous, and then they're selling. So it takes a while for everything to catch up, but that's pretty much where we're at, right? We're not at the crash. I say this all the time. It's not a crash. But we are seeing things changing. It is a chain reaction. And, you know, these stores are realizing, hey, we're starting to get way more product. And they're like, oh, crap, I need to sell a little bit, right? So now you have stores getting more product, other people that have distro getting way more product. And now it's just like, okay, people are noticing, all right, so what do I do? Do I sell? And then when you have a big abundance of people selling product, prices are going to drop, and it's going to become a little bit of a race to the bottom. Phantasmal Flames. Yes, it has the Charizard. Beautiful set. And for everyone that asked, it took me on my third box is when I pulled the Zard. It looks like people are pulling them like one per case right now. It looks like the pull rate's pretty easy. It's not an Obsidian Flames Point 2, but it is. Like, I think Phantasmal's way better than Obsidian. But people are realizing smaller set, we're pulling the same card over and over again, and then it's going to calm down a little more. I do think we're going to see Phantasmal drop more and more in price. Personally, for me, I still think Mega Evolution is a way better set than Phantasmal Flames. And it's going to take a little while to notice that or realize that, but time will tell. This is like how the human psyche works, right? So, hold on, give me one sec. Okay, so many people have the buy high, sell low mentality, right? And that's the worst thing you can have, right? So you have these people that buy high and they're like, oh, it's only going to go up and up and up. And then it doesn't go up and up. So they're like, all right, it's not hitting that new price, so I don't want it anymore. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get out of it, right? That's very common. We're seeing a lot of that as of late because people are selling me and they're like, I can't go that low because I paid way higher than that. So we're stage 1 denial. They're like, all right, I don't want to pay that. I mean, I don't want to sell it at that because I paid way more. But comps are 20, 30% less than what you paid. Okay, this is why it's important not to buy at the very tippy top, right? Or it's very important to dollar cost average, because now when people were buying at all-time highs, now they're like, crap, now I have to sell it lower. And a lot of those people are going to leave. So during this boom, I'm going to say out of the 100% new people that joined, maybe only 10 to 15% are going to stay when this all calms down and cools off. And that's how it was with COVID. Not many people stayed because it's like everybody loves buying things, getting it in their collection, and they're like, oh, well, it's worth this amount. But once that amount starts dropping and it's no longer worth that amount, they're like, okay, it loses their shine to them in a way, right? Because it's all how it is mentally. They don't have the love unless it's really expensive. So then the shine, you know what I'm saying. It's just not as shiny anymore. The shine dulls, and then they just sell it. So that's all starting to happen all at once. And that's why I truly believe we are set in motion for things to continuously drop. 1, liquidity is not what it was with a lot of people. 2, prices keep dropping. 3, now when the scalper goes somewhere and they buy it and they can only make like $5, $10 off of it, it's not the same as making 300%. If you're only making 5 to 10% and you're only buying a couple ETPs, it's not worth it, right? Now they're starting to do Walmart controlled limits, right? So if you can only go to Walmart and buy a certain amount of items, then it's like, what the crap? Barnes & Nobles is doing it, then Target's gonna do it. It's the same thing that happened last time. It just ebbs and flows, baby. I just bought something at 60%, right? Because the guy needed money, he didn't sell that much. He needed money, and he said, he gave me the price. I didn't even give him the price. He gave me the price. I said, heck yeah, I'll buy it. And truth be told, will it drop a little bit more? I absolutely believe so. But it's all about the long term. So if you have love for this is why I tell people, you have to have something for this hobby. It's not, you have so many people that are like, oh, I'm just gonna come in, buy it, set it, and forget it, right? But when they start seeing things drop, that's what bothers them. Like, to me, when I look at a certain card, when I look at a certain box, it brings up memories that I had. Like, if I look at a Cosmic Eclipse box, the amount of nostalgia, I can name 15 different stories that happened to me that's associated with Cosmic Eclipse. It brings back a lot of good memories, right? If you don't have that, a lot of people won't be here for the long game. So right now, you're going to see a lot more people sell. I probably think, like, this is a bad time to sell, but it might only get worse. Okay, so if you have to sell some stuff to have some liquidity, maybe do it now before it gets worse, because it will. It truly will. I mean, that's just what everything, that's just how it's pointing right now. It's heading towards that direction. But at the end of the day, collect what you love. I scream this on the top of my lungs to all you guys. Collect what you love, and it doesn't matter what the number is. Guys, I tell you so many times, I love the XY era. The XY era and Sun and Moon era is the reason that I was able to get into these bigger boxes. And now I'm doing the same thing with the Sword and Shield era. The Sword and Shield era keeps dropping. Like I said before, there was a Lost Origin case that didn't even sell at $3,600. So when you have all this stuff continuously dropping, and I look at the Sword and Shield era, and it reminds me of the Sun and Moon era during COVID, it's like the same exact thing. And I think that's where I'm going to do best, is then the Sword and Shield era is going to jump and go 3, 4, 5x, right? Whenever the next boom is. Heck, it could be, listen, this dip we have could be really bad. It could be like 2 years, 3 years. We don't know, right? You just don't know. Heck, it could just stagnate and go up tomorrow. I don't see that happening, but you just never know. But I feel the most confident with my Sword and Shield. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep buying the way I do, going to keep enjoying product, and heck, I'm going to keep opening product. At the end of the day, collect what you love, have fun, and enjoy. That's simple. But for everyone's favorite segment of the day, Pokemon pronunciation of the day. Hey, 75% of you viewers aren't subscribed. What are you doing? I tell you every video, if you want something free, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, if you hate me, you don't really have to. That's your own thing, you know? But I can't do it. Regigigas. Regigigas. There is an enduring legend that states this Pokemon Toad continents with ropes. Holy crowy, Toad continents with ropes. Regigigas. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys are the very best.